My name is Aisha Victoria Hashim, and I am the CEO of Shakara Nourish Bowl. To be honest, I have always been the type of person who cares about their wellness and their health. And during the 2020 COVID lockdown, I had a lot of time to practice my favorite recipes and fall in love with the fact that I like to cook that type of food. And by the time the lockdown was done, I wanted to share it with more than just the people around me. So I started Shakara Nourish Bowl. Well, it has evolved since the inception of my business. Before, I used to go directly to the market like anybody else and just buy things from the marketmen. But now I look for farmers and I try to source directly from them because that reduces a lot of cost for me and then subsequently for my customers as well. So one thing I learned very soon after opening my business is that Nigerians like their food. Nigerians, we appreciate our food. And I think this made me realize that I shouldn't go too far off the spectrum. So what I try to do is that I try to make Nigerian dishes, but make them healthier. And even that, because our Nigerian foods have a lot of palm oil, a lot of maggi, there's a lot of flavor in our food. So I still am trying to find the best ways to balance it where it tastes good, but is a lot healthier for our bodies. I cannot share the recipe because that means unless you'll be paying me in cash, then maybe we can discuss. But I would say that we have a few best-selling salads, and if you check our menu, you'll be able to see that for yourself. To be honest, everybody wants to be a little bit healthier. So it's not too hard to promote healthy eating. The real challenge is that it is expensive to eat healthy because I buy a lot of organic products. By 1 day, 2 days, they are rotten, they are spoiled. But the thing is that food that stays very long on the shelf is more unhealthy for you because it has more preservatives in it. People don't understand. They're just like, why is a salad costing so much? It's because in 2 days, those salads, if you do not buy them, they will be wilting in my fridge. So the biggest challenge that I have had is to be able to cost in an affordable manner. But as long as it comes to healthy eating, Nigerians are very happy to be healthier. Well, that has to do with a lot of research. I have to stay updated and I actively have to look for information. We're in a digital age, so that's not very hard to find. Google is my friend. Funny enough, you learn a lot of things from TikTok. I know it sounds ridiculous, but TikTok has so much knowledge as well. So the way I stay up to date is really researching and always taking myself as a student, always learning. Now, this is a very good one. You start small because going cold turkey with anything makes it a bit harder for you. But the smaller you start, I think you start by just giving up one thing. If you drink soda, give up sodas. If you know the amount of sugar that goes into sodas, you would drop it right now. But start with one thing, then go to the next. Say, okay, I'd incorporate vegetables once in a week in my diet. And from there, you just keep on building on it. And before you know it, you'll be able to grow healthier habits. Well, yes. To be honest, salads are a thing that are becoming much popular now. There are so many new salad bars. There are so many new salad places. Something also that we are seeing is that people are using air fryers. So instead of deep frying their food, a very popular trend right now is that people are buying air fryers and air frying their food, which is way better for you. Well, to be honest, everything has it hasn't been proven, but everything has its disadvantages. But I think the advantages of using an air fryer outweigh it. Because think about it, if air fryers cause cancer, microwaves cause cancer, electronic grills cause cancer, everything causes cancer. Well, this is my biggest challenge, and to be honest, the only way I've been able to get around this is I'm very brutal with my suppliers. You have to offer me the best price for me to buy from you, because that would result in me being able to give that cheaper to my customers, or for me to make it more affordable for my customers. So I am very brutal with my suppliers. Well, I work with a couple of gyms. My favorite ones are Ladio Spa and Fitness, and also Laguru Gym. I did work with Bodyline a couple of times, in where I would provide food for them while a trainer or a fitness event is going on, and that was very helpful. And it was very nice to meet people, talk about food, talk about options, talk about how they can even just when you have nice conversations with people, you can drop a few tips here and there. But hopefully Shakara will be doing even more collaborations with more gyms in the future. To be honest, is a satisfied customer. There is nothing that makes me happy than when a customer appreciates our efforts, can feel the effort that went into making the food and the intentionality. That is the most satisfying thing for me, serving my customers and serving them right. I definitely have plans of expanding my business. I am not sure exactly how that is going to happen. I've been 2 years plus in, and the economic situation hasn't been easy. It almost feels like as you're trying to come up for air, it's pushing you down even further. But I have plans to expand. I am already working on a new menu and new menu additions, especially making Nigerian food healthier. So those are things I'm looking into, and hopefully I'll be able to bring my customers a lot more in the few months to come. What would I recommend? If you are going to have a salad, I suggest you have our 3-way salad. It's very popular. It fills you up because it has potatoes in there, it has chicken, it has eggs, so a good amount of protein, great amount of vegetables, and the potatoes keep you full. And our dressing is lovely. But if you are having food, my personal favorite is the rice noodles. I really like the rice noodles because, just like the salads, very balanced. It has a good amount of carbs, a lot of meat, and a very good amount of vegetables. So those are my 2 recommendations for you. To be honest, I would give them the same advice that I would give anybody who wants to open a business. You need 2 things. And the 2 things that you need are to have discipline to be consistent, discipline to do what you need to do every day, and to also be creative. The creativity to change your products, to the creativity to market, the creativity to be able to sell, the creativity to know where to drop your products. So for me, you just need two things: to have discipline and consistency, and to also have creativity. And with that, I think you can run any business for as long as possible. To be honest, I am a social media business. I am literally an example of what it means to open a business with nothing but social media and still be 2 years in. My platform is normally Instagram, but I am trying to reach out and have my own platform, which is my website, so that customers can order directly, because we have had instances where Instagram shuts off. But I cannot deny that social media is very, very important when you are running a business. It's where you get visibility, it's where you get new customers, it's where you keep people updated on what's going on in your business. It's also where you give people a little insight into your personal life so that they can be invested. Because the more people see your business, the more people see what you are doing, the more invested they are in, and the better the chances are you of making it. How has dollar affected my business? So, for example, I'm called Shakara Nourish Bowl. And the entire idea of the bowl is that I bought these craft bowls that are lovely. They fit the food perfectly, and the whole name of the business is around these bowls. Right now, 2 years and a half later, I cannot afford those bowls again. So that is one way that dollar has affected me. I've had to re-strategize. So instead of using those bowls, I am now getting craft boxes made for me in UTC because it's cheaper. So the dollar rate has really been affecting the business. All the things that we get that are imported, for example, our sweet corn. When I started buying sweet corn, it was 6,000 something. I went to the market the last time, it was 10,400. So it's not been easy. The dollar rate increased, but we are finding ways around it to mitigate.